I recently got a comment on one of my videos that said, "Why would anyone upgrade their home in retirement?" I've never heard of such a thing. Everyone talks about downsizing. And I get that is the conventional wisdom: downsize, cut expenses, simplify. But here's the thing. Some of the happiest retirees I've seen did the exact opposite. They upgraded, and it was one of the best decisions they ever made. So today, let's talk about why upgrading in retirement is more common than you think, when it actually makes sense, and how to know what the right move is for you. If you're new here, I'm Elle, and this is Designing Retirement. This is a channel all about designing retirement that actually fits your life, not following some cookie cutter formula that was written for someone else. I'm a retired attorney and real estate investor and a former art gallery owner, and I've been through two retirements, one that didn't work so well and one that I designed intentionally. So everything I share here comes from real experience. If that sounds like your kind of content, go ahead and hit subscribe. I'd love to have you here. Okay, let's get started by challenging the assumption. Somewhere along the way, downsizing became the default retirement advice. And look, for a lot of people, it is the right move. You don't need 5 bedrooms when the kids are gone. You don't want to spend every weekend maintaining and paying taxes and insurance on a property that's more house than you need. I've done entire videos on right sizing and when it makes sense to let go of the family home. But here's what nobody talks about. Downsizing is not automatically the smart move, and upgrading is not automatically reckless. The real question isn't bigger or smaller. The real question is, does your home that you're choosing support the retirement you're designing, or is it working against you? So let's talk about why people actually upgrade in retirement. And upgrading does not necessarily mean upsizing, although it could. And I'm not suggesting that anyone make irresponsible financial decisions. I'm talking about intentional, strategic upgrades that serve a purpose. Number one, they're trading space for quality. This is the most common one. Someone sells a 3,000 square foot home they've had for 25 years and moves into a brand new 1,800 square foot place that has better finishes, modern systems, a gorgeous kitchen, maybe a community with a pool, a fitness center, walking trails, and a community center. On paper, they downsized, but it feels like a massive upgrade because the quality of their daily living went way up. And often the maintenance went to almost zero. That's not upgrading in square footage, that's upgrading in lifestyle. Number two, they're upgrading their location. Maybe you spent your working years in a suburb with a great school district because that's what made sense for the kids. But now you want walkability. You want restaurants and culture nearby. You want to be near the water, perhaps, or near the grandkids, or in a completely different climate and country. That move might cost more, or it might not, but it's an upgrade in terms of how you experience every single day. Number three, and this one I think is my favorite, because in this one, they're finally choosing for themselves. Think about it. When you bought your family home, you were optimizing for school districts, commute times, yard space for the kids, maybe an in-law suite. Maybe what you could afford on a younger salary. How many of you are living in a home right now that you chose for reasons that no longer apply? Retirement is the first time many people get to ask this question: what do I actually want? And sometimes the answer is something better, not something smaller. Number four, they're investing in aging in place. This is the practical one. Some people upgrade to a single-story home or a place with wider doorways, a walk-in shower, the primary bedroom on the main floor. Features that will serve them for the next 20 or 30 years. That might mean spending more up front to avoid spending a fortune on modifications down the road, or worse, being forced to move when they're 80 and don't want to. Now, of course, if you've been here long, you know that I'm going to bring this back to my 3 pillars of retirement design. Any housing decision in retirement should be filtered through prosperity, purpose, and play. Prosperity, can you afford it? And I don't just mean can you technically make the payments. I mean, does this move support your long-term financial security? Does it free up equity? Or does it consume it? What does the full cost picture look like when you factor in taxes, insurance, HOA fees, maintenance, utilities, all the things? An upgrade that stretches you financially is going to create stress that undermines everything else. But an upgrade that you can comfortably afford may be funded by the equity from the selling of your current home. That's a different conversation entirely. Now, purpose. Does this home support what you want to do in retirement? If you're building a consulting business, do you have a proper workspace? If you're an artist, is there room for a studio? If your purpose in this chapter involves community and connection, which I hope it does this location put you near the people and the activities that matter? Your home should be a launching pad for your purpose, not a barrier to it. And finally, play. Does this home support how you want to spend your time? Is it in a place where you can walk to things you enjoy doing? Does it eliminate the maintenance burden that was eating your weekends? Does it make it easier to travel, to entertain, to just live the way you want to live? If an upgrade checks all 3 of those boxes, it might be one of the smartest moves you make in retirement. Now, let me be honest. Upgrading is not always the right call. It's a bad idea if you're doing it to fill an emotional void. Retirement can feel disorienting, and a shiny new house can feel like a fresh start. But if you haven't done the internal work of figuring out what you actually want in this chapter of your life to look like, a new house is just a really expensive distraction. It's also not advisable if it puts your long-term financial security at risk. If you're doing it to keep up with what other people are doing, or if you and your partner are not aligned on that decision. That last one is huge. Housing decisions in retirement need to be made together with whomever is your domestic partner, with honest conversations about what you both need. So here's the bottom line. There is no universal rule that says retirement means to downsize. There's no universal rule that means you should upgrade either. There is no rule at all. Your home should be intentionally designed to support the life you want to live in this chapter. For some of you, that means moving into something smaller. For others of you, that means finding something upgraded. And for some of you, it might mean staying right where you are, but making some strategic changes to your home. The key word in all of this is intention. Don't downsize by default. Don't upgrade on impulse. Design the decision. If this got you thinking about your own housing situation, drop me a comment below. I would love to hear where you are in this process. Are you thinking about downsizing, upgrading, staying put, or are you thinking about selling and renting? Let me know below. And if you'd like to talk this through with someone who has thought through all the sides of this decision and actually been through it, I offer a one-on-one Zoom consultation. The link for that is also in the description below. I'll see you in the next one.